we are going to discuss commutative property. So now let us first discuss commutative property on addition. So commutative property on addition states that if we wish to add two numbers, say if we add a plus b, it doesn't matter the order in which they are added. We may also add this as b plus a, and the result for both the terms will be equal. So now let us discuss few examples. So here 4 plus 5 is equal to 9, and by changing the order we get 5 plus 4, which is also equal to 9. So the result for both the values are equal. So now coming to the next example, we have 17 plus 23, which is equal to 40, and by changing the order we get 23 plus 70, which is also equal to 40. And similarly here 40 plus 35 is equal to 75, and then by changing the order where 35 plus 40 is also equal to 75. So hence we can say that commutative property of addition is a closed operation. So now let us go with commutative property under subtraction. Let me explain this concept with an example over here. So let us consider two numbers, say 5 and 3, and by subtracting 5 minus 3 we get the result as 2, and by changing the order we get 3 minus 5, which is equal to minus 2. Since both the values are not equal, so we can say that commutative property is not applicable for subtraction, which can be represented as a minus b will be not equal to b minus a, and hence commutative property of subtraction is not a closed operation. So now let us move forward and discuss commutative property under multiplication. So this property states that if we wish to multiply two numbers, say a into b, it doesn't matter the order in which they are multiplied. So here a into b can also be written as b into a, and the result for both the terms will be equal. So now let us discuss few examples over here. So first example is 25 into 3, which is equal to 75, and by changing the order 3 into 25 is also equal to 75. Since both the values are equal, so we can say that commutative property is applicable for multiplication. And similarly, the second example, 20 into 40 is equal to 800, and by changing the order we get 40 into 20, which is also equal to 800. And coming to the third example, where 16 into 4 is equal to 64, and by changing the order 4 into 16 is also equal to 64. So hence we can say that commutative property of multiplication is a closed operation. So now let us proceed and discuss commutative property under division. So let us consider an example where 4 is divided by 2, and by changing the order 2 is divided by 4. So first let us consider 4 divided by 2, which can be written as 4 by 2, and here 2 one time is 2 and 2 two times is 4. So we get the result here as 2. And now by changing the order we get 2 divided by 4, and here 2 one time is 2 and 2 two times is 4. So we get your result as 1 by 2. Since both the values are not equal, so we can say that commutative property is not applicable for division, which can be represented as a by b is not equal to b by a. So therefore commutative property of division is not a closed operation. So here we can conclude this by saying commutative property states that if we add or multiply two numbers, it doesn't matter the order in which they are multiplied, as the result for both the terms will be equal. So this was the basic introduction on commutative property. Hope you understood the concept. Property on addition. So here associative property on addition states that if we wish to add two or more numbers, say a plus b plus c, it doesn't matter how we group them. We may also group in this way, or we also group the numbers in this way, but the sum of both the statements will be equal. So now let me explain this concept with an example over here. So here we have 1 plus 2 plus 3. And then if we change the group, we get 1 plus 2 plus 3. So now let us first discuss the sum in the left hand side. So we get here 1 plus 2, that is 3, and here 3 plus 3 will be equal to 6. And then coming to the right hand side where we have 1 plus 2 plus 3. So we get here 1 plus 5, which is also equal to 6. So here we can say that if we change the group, we get the same result. So here associative property of addition, which can be represented as a plus b plus c, will be equal to a plus b plus c. So here associative property is a closed operation. So now let us move further and discuss associative property of subtraction. So here let me explain this concept with example over here. So here if we consider 7 minus 4 minus 3, and if we change the group here, we get 7 minus 4 minus 3. So coming to the left hand side, we get 7 minus 1. So we get here 7 minus 1, which is equal to 6. And then coming to the right hand side where we have 7 minus 4 minus 3. So we get here 3 minus 3, which is equal to 0. Since both the values are not equal, so we can say that associative property of subtraction is not possible, which can be represented as a minus b minus c is not equal to a minus b minus c. So associative property of subtraction is not a closed operation. So now let us move further and discuss associative property on multiplication. So here associative property on multiplication states that if we wish to multiply two or more numbers, it doesn't matter how we group them. We may also group in this way, but both the products will be equal. So let me explain this concept with an example over here. So here we have 4 into 5 into 6, and by changing the group we get 4 into 5 into 6. So now let us find the product on the left hand side. So here we get 4 into 5, that is 20 into 6, which is equal to 120. And now coming to the right hand side, we get 4 into 5 into 6, that is 30. So 4 into 30 here is 120. Since both the values are equal, associative property of multiplication can be represented as a into b into c, which will be equal to a into b into c. So here we can say that associative property of multiplication is closed operation. So now let us move further and discuss associative property on division. So let me explain this concept with example over here. So here the example is 24 divided by 12 divided by 6. And by changing the group, we get 24 divided by 12 divided by 6. So now coming to the left hand side, let us divide the terms inside the parenthesis. So here 24 divided by 12 is 2, which is divided by 6. So here 2 divided by 6 is equal to 1 by 3. And now coming to the right hand side, where 24 is divided by 12 divided by 6, that is 2. So we get here 24 divided by 2. And the result is 12. Since both the values are not equal, so we can say that associative property doesn't go with division. So we can represent this as a divided by b divided by c is not equal to a divided by b divided by c. So here associative property is not a closed operation under division. So at last we can conclude this by saying associative property states that if we wish to add or multiply two or more numbers, it doesn't matter how we group them, and the result will be equal. So this was a basic introduction on associative property. Hope you understood the concept. Do